Okay guys, to solve this question number 12, I have first changed this denominator into a form like a square minus plus x square, right? In place of a, I have written root of 2x, and in place of x, I have introduced root of 7, which is ultimately again this part. So now here we have a, the value of a is root of 2x. So we can suppose that let root of 2x equals a tan theta. As given in substitution, we have to use tan here. So where value of a is root of 7, root of 2 x equals root of 7 tan theta, right? So value of x here is root of 7 divided by root of 2 tan theta. So the d of dx upon d theta can be here now. Root of 7 upon root of 2 is sec square theta, and value of dx equals root of 7 upon root of 2 sec square theta d of theta, right? Now putting the value of x and dx, what are actually the values now? That is, in place of x cube, I have to write root of 7 upon root of 2 tan theta whole cube, and in place of dx root of 7 upon root of 2 sec square theta d of theta whole divided by, in denominator here we have value of x. So putting the value of x here, root of 2, that is sorry, here we are putting the value in this part, that is 2. In place of x square, I have to write 7 upon root of 2 tan theta whole square plus 7. Now opening this bracket, we are getting, simplifying the denominator, 2 and 2 cancel out, 7 tan square theta plus tan square. So I have taken root of 7 outside as a common, and in place of tan square theta plus 1, which we know that tan square theta plus 1 is equal to sec square theta. So now using this part, we are getting this part, and now cancelling this part, sec square and this one square from here, and rearranging, we are getting 7 root of 7 divided by 2 root of 2, and taking this right here, root of 7 root of 2, and this 1 upon 7 root here, like 1 upon root of 7 and tan cube of theta sec theta divided by root of 7 d of theta. So now cancelling this part, 7, this and this one, this and this one, I'm left with 7 upon 2 into root of 2, and root of 2 is 2, tan cube of theta sec theta d of theta. So this will give me 7 upon 4 tan cube of theta sec theta d of theta. So name this equation as equation A. Now let t equals sec theta dt upon d theta. I have done one mistake here, students, that is this root of 7 is not here. So I have here 7 under root of 7 under root of 7 whole divided by 4 Now taking this dt upon d theta, t equals sec theta tan theta. Okay, now dt sec theta tan theta, this is the value of dt and this is the value of t. Okay, now using this value, further more we know that tan square theta is equal to plus 1 is equal to sec square theta, and tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1, and we have supposed that t is equal to sec theta, which is equal to tan square theta is equal to t square minus 1. Now putting all the values in a, we got 7 root of 7 upon 4 into t square minus 1 into dt, right? So now by finding the integral of this part, t cube upon 3 minus t plus c. So you have to mention plus c because this is an indefinite integral. In place of t, now substitute sec cube of theta upon 3 minus sec theta plus c. Since we have originally supposed that root of 7 tan theta is equal to root of 2x, so the case was 7 tan theta is equal to root of 2 of x, and tan theta is equal to root of 2 upon 7 root of 7. So putting this value, root tan theta is equal to this one, then sec theta will be root of 7 plus 2x square upon root of 7, right? So when we take the cube of this part, we will get, so this is the value of sec cube theta. Taking cube, we have written this root in this form. So take cancelling this root and this one, we are getting 7 plus 2x square into root of 7 plus 2x square whole divided by 7 root of 7, which is the value of sec cube of theta. And putting this value of sec in equation number 2, so we will get, which will be written as 7 root of 7 upon 4, and in place of each sec, in place of sec cube, and we are going to write this part. In place of sec theta, we are going to put the value of sec, which we have previously considered, which is this one and this one. In equation number 2, we get this part, and now simplifying. So according to my solution, I am getting this whole part. You can see, just go through it. How I've solved, I've taken the LCM first. By taking the LCM, you can see here by multiplication, this one and this part will cancel out, and here 7 root of 7 root 7 cancels out, and I'm left here with 1 upon 12. So taking LCM of 12 and 1, here I got here 84 minus plus 7 to root of square, which is sorry, I didn't mention root here. Here I have to mention this root, right? So by subtracting 7 and 84, I'm getting 77, and by taking the common part, this is the common part, which I have written it here, and the remaining part here. This is my final answer. This answer doesn't matches the book, but the solution is, I think it's correct. So you have to go through and comment in the comment section, is there any mistake. So go through it and practice first. Okay, this is the question. Now, taking in consideration x equals a sec theta for this x square minus a square, I'm going to find the derivative dx upon d of theta, that is a sec theta tan theta. Okay, d of x equals a sec theta tan theta d theta. So also we know that x square minus a square, that is equal to a sec theta. We are substituting the value into this part minus a square, this whole square. We can write this as a square sec square theta minus a square. We will be taking a square as a common, theta minus 1, and we can we know that tan square theta, in place of tan square theta, 1 plus tan square theta, that is equal to sec square theta. So this gives us by putting this value 1 plus tan square theta in place of sec square theta minus 1 and 1 cancels out. This gives us a square tan square theta, right? So now putting the value of this a square tan square theta into the original part, which is here. Now we have, so putting all the values of x square minus a square theta, that is equal to a square tan square theta. In place of this we have actually this was equal to a square x square minus a square. So putting the values here, a sec theta, and also putting the value of dx, which is a sec theta tan theta, cancelling this part, these two parts, we are left with now squaring these squares, that is a tan theta d theta, and in denominator we have 1 now, and also cancel out. So I'm now left with tan square theta d of theta, right? So you know that we have been given that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1, which further gives us, by putting this value into this part, so this gives us sec square theta minus 1 d of theta, which after finding the integral, that gives tan theta minus theta plus c. But we have originally supposed that x equal to a sec theta, which can be written as a sec theta equals x. Sec theta can be written as x upon a, and also we can write it as tan theta like x square minus a square upon a. So by putting also we know that sec theta is equal to x upon a. So this theta is equal to sec inverse of x upon a. So by putting these values in 3 and this equation number, let's suppose name this as equation number 3. This gives us, by putting all these values what we have found into, in place of tan theta we can put x square minus a square upon a minus sec inverse x upon a plus c, right? So further applying this a inside a, root of x square minus a square upon a minus a sec inverse x upon a plus c, and a cancels out. So we can write further x square minus a square minus a sec inverse x upon a plus c. So this is our answer.